these workshops will maximize your sales capabilities by 10 times. What is right now is going to maximize it 10 times, but you need to sustain it by practicing it, because you will be exposing to multiple situations. Sales doesn't mean that you're going to give a product and get the money. It's not that. It's not an exchange of money and product. The sales is about exchanging ideas, concept, have them buy in to your approach and your beliefs. That's the picture of the sales. So in this workshop, what are we going to talk about is sell X. Before I start talking about, let's rate your sales rate out of 10. So when it comes to sales, there are two types of sales. People know you, people don't know you. Don't know you. So let's rate out of 10. How much you want to rate yourself for these two categories? G. 7. All right. So this purpose of the workshop, whatever it is right now, we're gonna multiply by 10. So your things will be 90, your things will be 70, 30 will become 3 will become 30, 1 will become 10. 7 will become 70, 5 will become 10, 50. We're gonna maximize it by 10x. So I'm gonna give you a 10 level of breakdown to maximize your sales skill in these two subcategories. Alright? So first rule, whenever you comes to sales or engaging someone for exchanging anything, you really need to understand which category is the person. The person know you or the person don't know you. If the person know you, your conversation will be one top. The person doesn't know you is another top. By the way, here is the one rule is simple. The person don't know you or person know you. Doesn't matter. You need to know the person. That's the first rule. You know the person already. That's like a baseline. You know the person, and then you see the person know you or not. If they don't know you, then your game will be one type, and if they know you, it's going to be another type. The email I sent it to you, let's say that template I give it to you in the slide. The person know me already. How do I make him know me? Because I already talked to him in the LinkedIn. So he came in and saw my profile, and I can go my profile and see that he really visited my profile or not. Damn, that means the person know me already. So my game is the person know me already, and you guys are by default always better to the person who know you. So that's why my trick is I always like to bring this person from this one to here, so I can maximize my ability. All right. And the people who actually don't know and I cannot make them person know, alright, then I will play that game for them as well too. Let's say an email. So now I want to give you the step. When you start selling of someone, the first step is this one. You know the person. Second step is you see which group that person belongs to, and you try to bring them back to this category so you can maximize your effort. So that's rule number 1. You maximize your ability of sales by bringing from your target from here to here. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you some common mistake people always does, and those are terrible things. The rule of, so I've been listening all the world famous sailors of the world, right? They work extremely hard environment and they are bestseller. And the rule is simple. Every deal is deal because it's gonna be successful. It's gonna be successful. It's just a matter of time, when, and which situation. But when the deal is going to be done, but there is one way, but there is 7 other way the deal can be messed up and can be broken into as well. So you really need to find out that right path to do the deal. So it's a big art. How to go through into it. So I'm going to give you a kind of step by step what you really need to do to start a conversation or start a buying process, right? So let me just take it off. So take this note, make the person, you know the person first, and then you drive them from this one. So tell me, sometime you make one call or one email. So let's say just send an email or make one call one first call, the deal is done in real life. You just make a call or send an email to one person. The person says, "All right, I'm buying with you."
It depends on the content. It depends.
Never. She said never because she used to be a salesperson in pharmaceutical industry, and she's so right. So if you call someone, like even me, I call someone, and somebody said that in first call, or even I send an email to someone, and somebody just reply, "Oh, I just felt like something wrong here." Maybe the person didn't really understand, or just saying it overhyped, or maybe drunk, or what's wrong. So in the first email or first call, the deal is done. It's like 2 to 5%. Like 2 to 5% deal can be done so that means the outside 95% deal will not be done in the first email. So how do we deal with that? How do we deal with that? All right? Exactly. So let's take. So my suggestion is for you guys. You can start with this one. You know the person, all right? You can talk to them in the LinkedIn, but it's not possible to talk to them everybody with the LinkedIn. You can't do that. But which is your leads? Which you already think that is a very potential one. Like it's a Tiki, it's a good one. So I talk to them in person, but I cannot do it for everyone, right? So the first thing is you actually send an email to the person first, and do a follow-up call 1. When you send an email and you do a follow-up call with them, the deal percentage can be done in almost like 10% will raise up. So that means this 2% turn into 10%. That means you 5x your acceptance rate already in the deal. And now, after the email, right after the email, you do a follow-up email. Follow-up email doesn't mean that after 1 week later, you're sending an email, "Hey, I'm still waiting to hear from you." That's absolutely a waste. So you make a call immediately in 24 hours. Right after the call, you send a follow-up email. What we have discussed in the email and summarize it. That will bring your deal to 50 to 20% to be closer situation. So this one. So now I'm going to give you some grips. Let's say you are doing this conversation with the buyer, right? So you're having this email or you're having this email. So when you're having this phone conversation, let's say after follow-up you can have a follow-up call too. And when you do that, maybe it will raise to 25 to 30% of your deal will be closer. Alright? So when you are in this call, you need to use many weapons to get the deal closed. Because it's not about only selling, that means you're sending an email, that means you're trying to sell, but it's, at the end of the day, it's a matter of how you close the deal when the handshake has been signed. That's how you close the deal. That's really matters. So you have to use, are you getting me? Are you with me?
Yes.
Alright, so when you use these calls, call number 1, call number 2, you have to use some weapons. Use something like, alright, I'm going to give you something, a brief. Let's say I'm going to give you a healthcare book, health knowledge. I want John to make you a call. Do you have more details? Or I can set up a meeting with you. So let's say in this meeting, in this email call, follow-up email, you can set up a meeting here. You think that you can deal with this meeting, you set up yourself in the coffee shops. Or you say, "Oh no, I will leave John to join with you as well too." You call me as well to get it himself. And maybe when you come to this level, maybe it's not even 25%, it's maybe 40%. Deal will be closed. Clear? So these are the steps. Email, follow-up call, first calls, follow-up emails, meetings, follow-up call number 2. And that's how you can almost close to 40% of deal. If your lead list is good enough, you create a good lead list, and then it will go through 40%. So now so these are the steps, okay? These are the steps. But now I'm basically going to tell you the 10 structure tips, which is going to maximize your your each of the sales skill of people know, people don't know you. Okay? So you want to take a notes? Take a notes. Remember, you email first, immediately calls, and then follow-up emails. And after follow-up emails, meetings, or even if the person is so keen, maybe you can have it. So you can say, can I have the meeting here? No need, because you finish the call, in 5 minutes you send the email. And in the email you can set up the meeting too as well, because you already discussed in the phone call, hey, let's catch it up that day, that coffee shop square. Alright, it's a potential one. Okay, I will invite John to join with you as well too. And you have the meetings. And then after the meetings, this is the summary of the meeting. That means you document it. And then you can have a follow-up call here if you want to. But if we go with the right person until this level, 40% chance the deal is going to close. Maybe this is the one, we invite them to our office to sign the handshake. Alright? So now I'm going to give you the 10 grips. These are your core sales competency, which is going to be really help you to boost your sales skill. Let me start with this one. These are massively important when it comes to. So first, your voice. When you are in a call with someone, let's say you make a call and you don't know, what's the first emotion comes to you? Fear. It calls fear. Somebody think that it's a shyness, but actually it's not shyness. It's the fear inside. Fear. You know what does it mean, fear? I'm going to tell you the true meaning of fear. Fear, F stands for fake, E for emotion, A stands for and R for reality. Fake emotions and reality. That means something not true. It's just working on your head, working in your heart. It's a completely fake thing. You're scared, but you don't know it's going to happen or what is going to happen. So you call someone, what is going to happen? They're going to murder you in the phone? No, nothing going to happen. It's an absolutely fake thing. Working in your head or working in your heart, and nothing going to happen to you. So the rule is this. I'm sure that you have been hearing from your parents, from your kids, from your relatives, from your teachers. They say this one. Do what you love. Right? It's an absolute bullshit. Do what you fear. That's make you stronger. That's make you better. That make you push the boundary. Do the things you are fear about. Make the calls you fear about. You do it again, again, and again. So your calls on the phone, you gotta be confident about it. Okay? You're not getting nervous. This person is not going to kill you. The first rule, remember. Yeah, you're getting fear, but you know that, oh, there's nothing going to happen to me. He cannot kill me. He cannot even shoot me from there. He throw the phone.
It's just a phone call.
It's just a phone call. So what happens most of the time? So in the research saying that the 40% call goes really bad, it's just because of like this. Get someone on the phone, get the call, and then going so fast. I mean, bam, 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 talking in the phone to the person, and the person like overloaded with everything. Ding, keep the phone. They don't listen anymore because you go too fast and too aggressive, over aggressive, and going too fast. He cannot take you what you're talking about. So your voice gotta be natural. So yesterday I made a call in front of you. You saw me how did I talk. He's the CEO of the company, and I called him. It's got to be natural, confident, and you're going to give information, something you make them smile too. You smile as well. You see, I was laughing. I was laughing when he was telling me his story, and I was laughing. And I told him the story. He make him laugh too. That's the way you should do. Your voice, confidence. Never get fear in the call. Nothing gonna happen. Nobody can kill you. Clear? This is the first rule. So now you got 1x. So now it's time to the second X. So this is the one, when you are in the call, refer, free gifts. What is free? What is free we can do for you? And you don't need to pay for it. It's absolutely free for you. So after this, after I'm going through the 10 steps, I'm going to tell you what are the free things you can offer when you are in a deal. You think that the deal is going good? You can offer them free thing to get them buy into you. It's kind of like a soften the discussions. Maybe he doesn't want it. Maybe he doesn't even need it. You just still say, we're going to do it for you. You don't have to pay anything for that. That will grease the whole thing. And we have so many resources in VSHR to give it to them for free. You always will have. And I will give you, so after I finish the 10 point, I'm going to give you the list of free things. You take a notes, and you can use them in your call. Right? So the third thing, never send a message. It doesn't work. Never send a message for saying that, oh hey, I'm sorry, yesterday I called you, but I could not give you that information. I'm so sorry about it. Can I make another call? Never ever do that. This kinds of confrontation in the SMS never work. Or if you call, hey John, hey, you say yes to our deal, and then I send you the handshakes, and you still didn't reply, get back to me. Is there anything else I can do to you? What is troubling you? Never do that. Make another call. Make another call and ask them, hey, the deal was done, I sent you the handshakes, you promised that you will get back to me by yesterday, but I didn't hear from you, so I'm giving you a call to see that what we can do to help you that to get the sign off. Or are you waiting for somebody to sign off your side, or we want to invite you guys to come to VSHR office to sign off the handshakes with John. Never send an SMS to tell them, force them to sign something. Make a call. Be nice. Clear? Alright. The third thing is very important. Be creative. Be creative. When it comes to sell, you gotta always be very, very creative. And how you can be creative? The simple rule, you gotta think about it. Think about what is the information they have. Somebody say no, I'm not sure, or you'll think about it. So you think about it, this person is a DM or NDM. I'm going to tell you what is NDM. DM stands for decision maker. You're talking to a person is a DM or not. If you're talking to a person is an NDM or not, non-decision makers. If the person is an NDM, just simply try with another NDM. If you already have a DM, you talk to a DM. If you see this DM you're not working with, talk to another DM. In a company, always have multiple DMs, not only one DMs. Let's say you approach the HR director, you can approach the marketing director, you can approach CEOs. These are all DMs. So how can you be creative? It's simple. Just find someone, DM, somebody you already know. Somebody already know you in the company. Somebody you can look them in the LinkedIn. Like I did. Look, I never met Son in person. It happened to be in LinkedIn, it's already connected, and it just popped up in my phone. And I said, oh, okay, this could be a good partner for Shark Tank. So I just messaged him, and he replied immediately and said, hey, I'm hanging out with my family, with regards, hey, you want to do this one? Give me your email address. Yeah. So that's the way, be creative. Very, very creative. More creative you are, more successful you are. Everything you do in your life, you need to be creative. And the simple way to be creative is think about it. Not about like, oh, my head is going to explode. No, just think about it. How can you make it work? Who do I know in the company? Where is other LinkedIn connection? Just simply go search the company in LinkedIn and you see all the people in the company. That's easy right now. Think about 20 years ago when there's no LinkedIn and Facebook. It was horrible to find in contact with someone. Everybody needs to go to the people's house to do it. Yeah. And this is the thing. It's an ocean out there. unlimited resource, unlimited people, unlimited companies, unlimited connections, and you can get them reached through the social media, get LinkedIn and emails easily. Somebody else know you already in the company, or you will know someone in the company already. Just push them in. It's an ocean out there. Never think that it's out of anything. It's an ocean out there. If you take a bucket out of the ocean, you take 1,000 bucket out of the ocean, nobody even realizes how much water did you take from the ocean. The same. Be creative and always think that it's an ocean out there. How much I'm going to take. Right? So do you know so this now I already told you the 3 tips, okay? What are the first one? What is the first one?
Be confident when we Google.
Super. What's the second one?
Hearing.
No, second one's not. Never send message only for confront and push someone.
You have said for.
Yes.
And the second message,
Yes.
when you talk in the call,
Yeah.
so you give them the info that what you could offer them for free.
Exactly.
And the second thing.
Yes.
And the third thing is never send a message.
Yes.
Just make a call.
Yes. Be creative.
Yeah,
Be creative.
the four.
That's the 4th one.
Already the four.
That's the 4th one. All right. I'm already give you one bonus on top of it. Yeah, look at this. How passionate I am. The 4th one. Do you know the game wrestling?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of muscle guys
Wrestling?
fighting together. WWF. WWF.
Work by what?
Yeah.
What?
WWE. World Wrestling Entertainment. This is like a Triple H, Brock Lesnar. This is like a lot of wrestling going on. So in this wrestling, people fight together. Okay. And in the wrestling, there is a 2 type of fight. There is a fight 1 versus 1. 1-to-1 they fight. Another fight is team fight. Team versus 1. Sorry, team versus team. Okay? So it's called tag. So that means there are 2 people here, or maybe 4 people here, and they exchange the player. So they fight, when they get tired, they come back and change the player and send another one. So it's called tag. Tag team. You gotta be doing that thing. You gotta use the tag team. Think about the strategy. You're a team of 4, and you play another team who doesn't have 4, only 1. How amazing it will be. Think about you make a call. Let's say you make a call to one guy, and you see that this guy's a decision maker. He doesn't like me. Just because he doesn't like my voice, he doesn't want to talk to me. Hey, T or you can make a call for me. Pass the game. Maybe hard call will work better. It's amazing that it's so many times. Or sometimes you say, John, can you make a call? I'll make a call. Can you make a call? When you see that a call going bad, play a team game. 4-1. Think about 4 fighting against 1. Who's gonna win? Most likely this was gonna win. This is gonna be dead anyway. How big is that? So play the tag game. This is the 5th rule. Play the tag game.
How we could do it without, I think, kind of annoying this person.
Okay, so
because it's repeating, and I'm receiving a lot of call for promotion adverts for some kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good point. But this is the thing. It's different than that. I will tell you the difference.
Yeah.
Good. This is a good point. So here, what's happening? Sending multiple channels, sending multiple product to the same person. Right? You got a lot of promotion and calls. You're receiving a lot of that. But here, the story is different. Here, it's only one product. So Chi, let's say, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say Chi make a call to one DM, to one company, and CEO, let's say CEO of the company. And he make a call, and what happened, the CEO just said that, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. We'll get back to you later. It means it's not going. It's not progressing. The follow-up call, you don't make it. You give it to you to make the follow-up call after 1 or 2, 3 days later. This is say, I'll get back to you later. So that means it didn't really go forward very well. Make the second call with another person. Play the tag game. Look, there's a difference of this one. You make a call and somebody says that, never ever call me again. I don't want to hear you. I'm so annoyed. Like an example, many promotion call coming to me as well too. I said, don't call me. I feel very annoyed. What does it mean? It's not this call. It's like a long time ago. You actually destroyed the deal already. It's gone. Long time ago it's gone. He's so angry and he's telling you, don't call me again. That means it's gone a long time ago. You already lost every possible professional manner and professional communication with that person already. You destroyed it long time ago. You already pushed your boundary limit, destroyed professionalism with this person. So that person could say that never call me. So I have another tool for this one. I'm coming in this in my list as well. Now 11 list. So you have to see when it's going closer to the bad, when it's not good anymore. You see that it's already going out of the good, pass to another person. Hey, I think this call is a bit tough for me. Can you just make a call for me? And tomorrow, 2 days, 3 days later, the person said I will get back to me in a few days. Not sure about it. Can you make a call? Or you can tell, hey John, I talked to this person. The person looked like nice, and also a DM. And I see this is the situation. Maybe I'll tell you, hey, I know another DM in the company. You make that call to that DM. Or maybe say, okay, let me give it a try. So when you that tag game you do, you guys get more creative actually. That's very important. Share it, discuss it, play the tag game. So, like I said that, now it's going to be a little more about the DM and non-DM. So DM and non-DM. So when you are working with DM, it's great because this DM can make the decision and every effort you are putting into it is going to go through. But it doesn't mean that you hate NDM. You're not going to put a lot of effort. So your first strategy is you have NDM, you get the NDM to go to deal as early as possible. Do not wait until the last time when you already have 3 meetings with NDM and then you go to DM. That means you have to start the first meeting again with DM. But so try to go from NDM to DM faster, having NDM. Second thing is, when you see the NDM is not really doing it's getting harder, then you can have the NDM to influence the person too as well. Influence the DM. This is so much important. It's the next one, the 7th one. Bring the right package to the right person. You really need to bring the right package to the right person. If you don't bring the right package to the right person, it's never going to work. If you bring a wrong package to the right person, or bring the wrong package to the right person, that means you did not do the first basic rule. You did not do the research. You don't know that person. It's the biggest mistake, most of the thing. Lucy, she's receiving a lot of calls. Why? Because they did not do any research for her probably. Let's say the 80% call I receive, absolutely I hate them. Because I don't need them, right? So they have no research, they have a lot of data, they put me in my contact and bash through. It doesn't work. Okay, 8. 8 is correct yourself. Think about every professional what they do. They do something, make a mistake, and they learn from it. It's so much matter. You need to learn from your mistakes. You make a call and you see that it went very well, great. But what could you do better? Did I smile on time? Did I angry with this person? is my voice had enough energy? You think about it and need to correct yourself. And sometimes you can make a call in front of your peer and tell them, or you can make a call in front of me and say, John, tell me, how was my body language? Did my expression was good? Actually, after doing this session, we're going to have the practical session. Every one of you guys will make one call, and the other people are going to give you feedback. And the best score voted by us has a gift. The best score voted by us in that practical session will have a gift. I brought a gift already. It's in the back. Okay, so you always need to think about that idea to correct yourself. What went really well in the call and what could be better. You said something and they said something. And most of the people make this wrong here. The balance between the speak and listen. It's not about only bam, 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 you're saying, and the guy like, so when you just go bam, 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 saying, other side guy or girl, this is the situation always happen. It's like, they just put the phone on it and not listening to you. One case. Second case happened, they're like, yeah, but they're not actually listening to you. They're like, yeah. They're so nice to you, they don't want to hang up on you. They're just like, yeah, but it's not going anywhere. So you really need to talk and let them talk as well too. Think about the yesterday call. I let him talk. I let him talk a lot. And I actually make him talk as well too. I say something and talk about the family, talk about his situation, talk about the educational fee, his business, his investments, make him talk. And then I give him the information too. And more importantly is, the beauty is when the person already know you, and if you already send the email first and making the call, the beauty is most of the time you even don't need to bring that topic to tell him. You make a call and they know you and you send the email already, they will bring the topic to you. Even exactly the same thing happened. Yesterday when I was making the call, I didn't bring the topics. I was just talking about the thing and he just bring it by himself. Hey, look at this about the SDF. And he started by himself. So that's the thing you need to create yourself. And when you go to that level, it's much easier for you to convey those things. Correct yourself. This is another side. The next rule is never oversell. Never oversell. What does it mean? It means you really need to, if you're trying to oversell someone, that means you didn't do the very first step. You didn't do the research about the customer. Think about when you're trying to sell someone, let's say if you're sending to a startup company has 10 people and you tell them to GUP, sponsorship, absolutely not going to work. It's going to go to them. But if you have an Unilever here and you send them the GUP plus another one, you still work. That's the first rule. You really need to know how much they're capable of, how many people they have, what is their funding, their product situation, what is their business situation, and then you position the right product. I mean, I'll tell you a story. I was selling one chocolate box to one of my friends, and I know that he has money, but he still never wanted to buy, because I used to sell chocolate when I was in school to different other people. He never buy my chocolates. But one day, he came to me and asked me, John, I want that chocolate. Why? Because until now, I could never sell him because I never had the right product for him. That day I brought a new chocolate and somebody told him that I have the chocolate. He came by himself and said, John, I want to have the chocolate. So this is the thing. Never oversell and bring the right product to the right person. Sometime your product is not for the right customer or right person. So what you really need to do, very, very important, keep the pipeline open. Keep the line open. So this is the next tips. Keep the line open. keep the line open. Somebody just said, straight told you that, no, maybe no, it's not good, I don't want it. I don't want it, or just say that, no, I cannot do it, I don't have no budget. And when somebody say that, you reply this is the best way to reply. Thank you for your time, I understand this is not the right time. I understand it's not the budget right now. I understand you probably not making a decision on new projects right now. I understand. This is the best word. I use I understand. You acknowledge it, and then you come back and say, what can I do for you? What can I do for you to help you guys? What can I do to improve your employees' health, care, support for free? Maybe that person is not the right. We don't have the right product for that company right now. So keep the pipeline open. So in the future, when you have another new projects coming in, that will be for them. So after finishing 11, I'm going to give you the list of free things which you can do for the people. I'm going to go through that one, and you guys really need to take notes because you're going to use this as a weapon for your conversations. All right. So the last one, keep your pipeline full. Keep pipeline full. You always think very easy, so that means the rule is this. How many companies in Ho Chi Minh City? Thousands, right? How many people works in this company? Probably a few 100,000, probably a million people working there. So it's an ocean out there, and it's just a matter of you put in your plan, and you just put your emails, make them realize what you are doing. So what it matters, keep your pipeline full. You really need to keep the pipeline full. So think about, look, today is the weekend, Saturday morning. I'm always filling up my pipelines. I get new companies. I already told you what I've done. I walk in, I was ordering coffee. She was sitting down talking to other guys. It's fine. I walk in, I order my coffee, sitting down, and I put up my phone out, and I see the LinkedIn. There is this person, this CEO, this company. Immediately talk, get them in, put them in my pipeline. So I send the email mails. What does it mean? Pipeline doesn't mean that you have a list of email contacts and you're thinking to send them out. That's not pipeline. That's your listing only. You send the first email. Email number one. Remember that flowchart I wrote? You send the first email. That means now this guy is in your pipeline. That's the pipeline. So keep your pipeline full. Make sure that you always have 10, 50, 20, 100 email opens. Keep your pipeline full. At least 20 to 30 email. Right now for SDF, I have 50 pipelines open. I'm discussing. That's how I could say, hey, we're done. This email. So I have multiple email confirmation done in the email. But I'm not announcing it. Why? Because we have not closed the deal yet. We have to sign the handshake and it's done. So keep your pipeline full. Full pipeline. There's no limitation outside. There's no ocean outside. How many straw, how many big pipe you put in the ocean, it will never run out of water. So it's up to you how many pipeline you put on and keep filling on yourself, your transaction. All right. Now let's say I told you guys I'm going to give you some free handrails, right? What are the things we can give it to the company for free? Let's say company saying that, so there are two things you offer those free things, right? These are very important. These free things, when you are a small group, you have no resource, you cannot offer for free, but we're not a small group, we're an organization, we're running for 2 years, there's so many free resources we have. And probably some of you even don't know it. So this is the part I'm going to do too. First, I'm going to tell you the strategy of giving free and what are the free. So take a good note of this one. You should take good notes of that one too. So this part is this. Offering free is mainly for these the two situations. I mean, these are the two situations is the most effective. One, you're having a first call with someone, or maybe the second call with someone. First call, second call with someone. The person maybe know you or don't know you. Doesn't matter. But maybe know VSHR or maybe know John already. Those are your bonus points. That means this is a potential one. You can go forward, and it's probably a sizable company. It's not a small startup with 5 guys. So it's a sizable company, maybe 100 employees they have, or 50 or 75 employees they have. So this is one group. So that means here you use the free to soften up the channel and have them buy into it. Maybe some of those guys even doesn't need it. But it's alright, you still tell. You're going to do it for free for helping your employees. What can really do for your employees? This is no, this is not about you. We want to do it for you. John want to do it for you. VSHR want to do it for you. This is the key line. You need to use it. We want to do it for you. VSHR want to do it for you. John wants to do it for you. That's why we want to do it for free. The second, so this is the first group where we have think that potential team, but you really, it's a potential one, but you really need to drive the pipeline forward. Use this one. The second group is keep the line. Keep the line open. That means nobody say, oh, I think this is not the right time. We're out of the budget. We don't have the program, or we don't have the budget. We already allocate everything. We already sponsored a lot of projects already, so on. Or we already had a lot of stuff. We already done it already. So in this case, you say, like I said, thank you very much. We understand this is the situation. You're on the budget right now. You already sponsored a lot of things. You already sponsored a lot of social activities. Thank you. As a social organization, we want to help. Thank you for giving that support for the community. Now we want to do things back for you. We want to do things back for you to help your companies, to support your companies. And we want to do it for free, because we want to give it back to you. No, it's not about just giving it to you, but we want to do it. Our company, our organization, VSHR want to do it. John wants to do it for you guys. So what are the free things we can do for them, right? So these are the things we can do for them. First, the health tips. We can send them the health tips to the old staff for next 4 weeks, absolutely for free. Every staff of their company will receive the health tips from us. The healthcare book email broadcast. So just give us the list of the staff, and we'll send them these tips will be delivered to their inbox. Second thing, display. Do you have a display in your company, in your staffs? Yes. All right. We will give you health-related content for your all display for next 4 weeks, absolutely for free. You don't need to pay anything for that. Display, infographic of healthcare books, video of healthcare books, we give it to them. They'll put it in the display absolutely for free. Why do we want to do it? Because we want to make your employees healthy. We want to make you guys more health conscious. Think about it, how health is important. And as your employees are more healthy, they're going to work harder for you and give you more value to your companies as well. They will be more loyal to you as well. Third thing is success factor. So we have a success factor workshops where we provide different kind of workshops for professionals to help them to more successful in their career. Please give me the list of employees. We can send them the email invitation for the next success factor workshops, and they don't have to pay anything. Absolutely, it's absolutely free for them. For you guys, we want to help your employees so they can be learning the skill and contribute better for your company. Success factor workshops. Third one, webinar. We have many kind of leadership webinar, EQ webinar, sales webinar, how to sell webinar. So this video we're doing right now is could be turned into one of the webinar as well too. Webinar. So web conferencing tool. So give me the list of your employees. We will send you the webinar link. So every of your staff can know how to do a good sales. We will give you the webinar for 10x their sales abilities. Or we can give him another webinar leadership like EQ, how you can develop the EQ so you can use the EQ to create a better work culture for your company. Let's say EQ, sell X, how you can be improving multiply your sales ability of your staff, of your company. So give me the list of the email. We will send them to the inbox. They will have it and absolutely for free. Don't have to pay anything. We want to do it back for you. 15, it's not finished yet. Keep taking notes. 15, how many of your employees have kids which are with the age between 16 to 24? Everyone has a kids, right? So how many are there? I believe that there is a lot of 16 to 24 kids in this age group. Give us, so it depends on the site. How many total employees you have? Let's say they have 500 employees. So you say that 5%. So we give you 5 full scholarships. 5 scholarships to your employees' children for GUP scholarships. To make them a social champion so they can learn the skills and can be better in their life. So give me the email of your employees so you can send them the details of the GUP. We will send to the inbox. Or if you want to announce in your other channel, let me know. We will give you the content so you can announce your stuff. You see? It's coming. Keep the line open. Your kids, you have a lot of employees. They need and they have kids and everyone wants their children to be successful. And our future academy, youth academy, is providing the scholarships to create social champion. We will give you 5 or 2 or 3 scholarships to be full scholarship to your employee children. Give us the email address. We will send these details to everyone inbox. Or if you connect me with the HR, I can send the details to the HR so HR can announce to your stuff too. It's also okay. We just continue more work. Not finished yet. Pro Academy. Our Pro Academy has a full scholarship for the professionals for 1-year professional program for master degree. Like mastering their skill. It's called Future Leadership, C-level director or manager positions. So this is a 1-year program, and where we help our academy is transform somebody to go to the next level of their career. I believe that there is a lot of outstanding candidates your HR is working on, but your HR probably don't have a lot of program for them to help them to go to the next level. We want to help them this one. The total fees for this program is $10,000. VSHR will sponsor absolutely complete for you. Give me your email list of your employees. We'll send the details. What else we can do? Tell me. Okay, you can also tell this one too. CIO. Okay, your company has an IT department, and you probably have, how many staff do you have? 30. How about I give you a training for your IT staff where a CIO John will sit down with you guys for 30 or 45 minutes and tell them what is the right way they really need to think to transform, how they can prepare the digital transformation journey for them. But hey, this is the one that will require me to go to their company. It's a lot of work for me. So only pitch to somebody which you think that really potential. Otherwise, it will murder me. It's a lot of work. or you can do this one actually. So this year we can organize a workshop for your IT team. We will invite them to VSHR office and we book them for 30-40 minutes. Let's say about vision of digital transformation, CIO, how to run a CIO for a big company, CIO office. Or John will do Q&A answer for you. 30 minutes talk and 15 minutes Q&A. So one option is it will be direct, in person, in VSHR office. If it's very more potential, John can go and visit their office. Third option is online call. Skype group call or Hangout Google call and John will do it online. Done. Another thing is about, you can talk about the leadership. Alright, so this is John is. John can do another leadership workshop for you for 45 minutes for employees for free. How you can create a better leadership, they have a work culture. Have a better work culture. The trainer is John himself will do it. So your HR, also this work culture, John can do it with your HR staff, the whole HR department, or even you can bring up your HR and all other employees too in the workshops too. 45 minutes. Online, VSHR office, or in the office. You decide which is based on their potential. You see, a lot of free thing that will keep the line open, and one day they will call you back. They will call you back. They'll say, hey, this is something we want to do with you. Do we have something we can sponsor? When you keep the line open, this is amazing. That means you don't need to pump the water is come by itself from the ocean. There's one way you can pump the water from the ground, and the water is just coming by itself. When you keep the line open with this thing, you don't need to pump, it just comes by itself. Because you already give them. What else we can do for free? Tell me. Creative. Think. Creative. Network?
Because then we have a lot of members. Somewhere we have some successful program. So that we have network. That's about the night, something like this.
Okay, we could do this one. Let's say you have a great product, right? You're doing something for the community. Let us know. We can also announce to our fan page as well. But it depends. It's actually a benefit. This comes to another level. You have to be careful about this one, because when we announce a company's or any initiative to our fan pages in the community, look like they're already a partner, but they're not. We're doing the free thing. Gotta be careful about this one. Okay, you guys can think about it. More thing you can propose. The free thing, what I just told you, have taken notes, and I will summarize the free thing list and send it to your channel as well too, so you can see my list as well. Alright? So these are the 11 or 10, whatever, 10x. I told you, if you do this thing, it's going to multiply you each of the abilities of the sales for people know you or don't know you. But now, the second step, you really need to do it regularly, because it's information in your head, and when you keep doing it, the information will transform to a knowledge, and that will make you competent, and that will make you unconsciously competent. It just happens to you. It just happens to you. After when you come to that level, I told you, Chi was in the workshop, right? There are 4 levels of competency. I will tell you. There are 4 levels of competencies. First, 1, 2, 3, 4. First level is unconsciously competent. Unconsciously incompetent. That means you don't know what you don't know. You don't know anything about it. Let's say most of the people, sales are basically in this level, or maybe the next one. Let's say the second level is consciously incompetent. That means you don't know what you don't know. You know, here you don't know what you don't know. Here you know what you don't know. Now basically I'll just lift you guys from here to here. Now you know which you don't know. You don't have the practice. You have the 10x multiplier for your skill, but you really need to execute. So what is the next level? It's called consciously competent. Consciously competent, that's the next level. What is the consciously competent means? That means you can do something, but you really need to focus. Really need to focus. Then you can get it done. Think about when you were a small kid, small girl, small boy. You just learned how to string your shoes. And you're trying to string your shoes and somebody come and talk to you, hey, gee. And then you're like, don't talk to me. I'm trying to string my shoes. That means he was really focusing to get it done. So that's called consciously competent. And what is the next level? The final level is unconsciously competent. That means you don't even need to focus. It's just done. Think about the model, the ramp walker, walking in the fashion show. They are this level. They are unconsciously competent. They just walk out and have a walk. And everybody says, wow, super walk, catwalk, amazing. A trainer walking to a big stage and provided amazing training without any preparation. A speaker come to in front of thousands of people and just get an amazing speech without any script. That is called unconsciously competent. They don't even need to focus, it just happened to them. Think about the model. You talk, oh my God, this person is so nice, so great fashion, so good style, the way he talks, the way he moves his body, it's good. Because they are this level. They don't even focus, they just do it. Because if they are focusing and doing it, you can see that there's some kind of fakeness in it. When they're just doing it, and it's just happening, this is their level. And every one of you need to be here. Every skill I train myself, I want to go there. I push myself. Training, sharing, speaking, leaderships, IT, CIO, all here. How can you do that? Practice. Practice again, and again, and then one day your brain is gonna click into that one, and then you are just an amazing winner. You're gonna dominate it. You're not gonna compete anymore. You're gonna dominate it. You're gonna dominate it then. You're not gonna competing. So that's the way I want to train you guys to come to this level. So now that this 10x sales skill I give it to you guys. Start practicing, helping each other, tagging, get my feedback, practicing. One day probably you can sell millions of dollars. You can do it. You go to that level. And I'm here to help you guys come to that level. Let's do it. Move from here to here. Alright? Clear? Super. Thank you guys. Thank you. Now the practice time. You take out the email and the phone list I gave you yesterday.